Dragon Boat Festival. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. When you hear the words Dragon Boat Festival, what comes to mind? For many people, that might be long, colorful boats, paddlers racing across the water, and loud drums echoing down the river. But the Dragon Boat Festival is much more than a sport event. It's one of China's oldest and most meaningful traditional festivals, with a history of over 2,000 years. Today, I'd like to share a story behind this festival and why it is still holds a special place in my heart. The Dragon Boat Festival, known as Duanwu Festival in Chinese, is celebrated on the 5th days of 5th month of Chinese lunar calendar. It's one of the major traditional Chinese festivals, alongside the Lunar New Year and the Mid-Autumn Festival. The festival is celebrated to commemorate Qu Yuan, a famous poet and government minister who lived more than 2,000 years ago during China's Warring States period. Qu Yuan loved his country deeply. When his advice was ignored and his homeland was eventually conquered, he became overwhelmed with grief. According to legend, he drowned himself into Miluo River in protest against his king's wrongdoings. Local people rushed out in their boats to search for him and beat drums to scare away fish. They also threw rice into the river to protect his body. Over time, these actions evolved into two of the festival's most famous traditions: dragon boat racing and eating zhongzi rice dumpling. Today, dragon boat races are held all over the world. Teams paddle in perfect rhythm, while the drum sits at the front of the boat, setting the pace. Watching the race is exciting, but it also reminds us of teamwork. A dragon boat cannot move effectively if even one paddler rolls out of sync. Everyone must work together towards the same goal. But for me, the most memorable part of the festival is not the boats, it's the food. Growing up, my family had a tradition of making zhongzi together every year. A few days before the festival, my mother would soak bamboo leaves and prepare the ingredients. Our family preferred sweet zhongzi. We used 5 simple ingredients: stick rice, red beans, green beans, jujubes, and peanuts. The kitchen became our workshop. My mother folded the bamboo leaves. My job was help fill them with rice and ingredients. Unfortunately, my zhongzi usually looked terrible. Rice spilled everywhere. Some were loose. Some were so ugly, shaped that nobody could tell what they were supposed to be. My family laughed at my creations, but they always encouraged me to keep trying. After ripening dozens of zhongzi, we would boil them for hours. Then came the best moment. We gathered around the table, unwrapped the fragrant bamboo leaves, and enjoyed the warm, sticky rice filled with sweet beans, peanuts, and jujubes. Looking back, I realized that making zhongzi was never just about food. It was about family. It was about grandparents teaching grandchildren, parents passing traditions to their children, and everyone spending time together. As I grew older and moved farther from home, I began to appreciate these traditions even more. The Dragon Boat Festival reminds me that culture is not only preserved in museums or history books. It lives in our home, our kitchen, and our family memories. Today, the Dragon Boat Festival continues to celebrate it throughout China and around the world. People race dragon boats, eat zhongzi, wear traditional decorations, and gather with family and friends. Even after thousands of years, the festival remains a celebration of loyalty, unity, health, and family. So, the next time you see the dragon boat race off or have a chance to taste a zhongzi, remember that remains the boats and the food there is a story that has connected with generations for more than 2 millennia. A story of loyal poet, a story of cultural heritage, and for me, a story of family gathered around the kitchen table, wrapping zhongzi together. Thank you.